What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are in our London Bulldogs Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. It is Week 11, coming off of a heartbreaker, 48-45. It was a magical game for Mr. Johnny Manziel, and he will obviously remain the starter, which also raises questions about the other quarterbacks on the team. We will get to those maybe in a week. We'll see kind of how Johnny plays. You know, as of right now, he's the clear-cut starter, but if he drops a stinker in this one, I honestly don't. We're like up to our ends in this one. But of course, as you can maybe tell by the title, things are changing on the defense. So of course, Johnny Manziel, 67 overall. Maybe he gets a freaking breakout here. Dylan should maybe get a breakout. Receivers, I mean, outside of Parham, I'm not super confident. Calvin is really good. It's just he's the number one technically on the team, so it's not always easy to get him going. Definitely look at that position soon. Hopefully we can get Bush going some more. O-line, I don't want to talk about it. Defensively, of course, the big addition, Darrelle Revis, 35 years old, still in shape, kind of. Which shape, though? Round? Triangular? I don't know what a triangle would be in this case, but 78 overall fits right in with the speed, right? 87 speed, 88 excel, 86 agility, but 83 man, 78 zone, 83 press, 81 play rec, jumping, yeah, he's old, okay? 85 jumping, 81 awareness, block shed, let's not talk about it. Hip power, not bad. Strength, not bad. And then catching, still obviously really solid. Tackling at 62. Of course, he is slow, and cornerbacks, speed does matter. But when you compare him to the other guys we have, he is a step up. He definitely is a step up. He's like 7 to 8 better in most coverage stats, most cornerback kind of things. So hopefully that gives us a boost. Of course, Holton Hill, the gent he is, does change his number to 21 because, of course, he not only gets a teammate that can help him play better, but he's also going to get a teammate that can mentor him, which I guess is him helping him play better. I don't even know, dude. Micah Parsons, though, of course, moves over to the outside linebacker spot. I don't think he has the agility for inside. We tried. We needed him there, and it just didn't work. Of course, with his ability to pass rush, it's not super great, but he should be able to contain the edge on runs at least. And hopefully this will be a better career direction for him. As far as these abilities go, we're not going to be able to get anything for a pass rusher just yet. Could go under pressure. We'll go under pressure. That's not bad, actually. So, of course, definitely a project there. But we can start now with some upgrading. Do we want to go finesse? I guess we'll turn him into a little speed rusher. 5 upgrade points. And, wow, speaking of speed, +1 to speed, +2 to finesse, +2 to zone. We should have been using speed rusher upgrades the whole damn time. Look at him. So, of course, really the positions we'll continue to look for are O-line, wide receiver, and then once again, if Manziel plays badly, probably quarterback, but I have hopes for him. Maybe inside linebacker, and then perhaps defensive line. We already got Vince Wilfork working out here for us, so we'll see. But, of course, the team definitely gets a lot better on defense with the moves we've made. But let's go against the Patriots, who, ironically, Darrelle Revis has a pretty, I wouldn't, it's a tough one. I'd say he definitely has a heavy heart for them because they gave him his Super Bowl ring. He gets to play against him, and unfortunately, no breakout for Dylan. That is kind of harsh. Yearly awards, good old Justin Fields. Oh, my Lord, I don't even want to see the rest there. Weekly awards, nothing for us. As always, the sadness continues. Of course, 3-6 for both teams. Let's get our training in, see if we have any upgrades, and hopefully we win. Because honestly, at this point, even if we do win, I still don't feel great. But if we lose, our season may already be over, and we might just be playing for a draft pick at that point. All right, it's been a while, but we're actually going to be doing a practice today. We're going to be looking at man blitzes, just because we are a team that does need to work on our pressure, and obviously that starts with blitzing the quarterback. You're not going to get base pressure on here often. Micah Parsons kind of on the inside lane, and he gets to him free up the middle. So far, not looking bad, but also in a way looking bad because it's probably reflectant on the offensive line being bad. Oh, he's going to get the blocks he needs. Marvin Tell gets the pay. I feel so bad about Marvin Tell. He loses his number. He loses position. I mean, he hasn't played badly. It's just he hasn't played good enough. And Gilchrist, get him! There you go, one away from my goal, and I can't wait for us to sell. It's going to be so sad. Oh, we got a free rush, but it's taken me a long time. Oh, there you go. Perfect grading. We look ready. On defense, at least. 2 upgrade points, one of them for the offensive lineman, Connor McGovern. Of course, kind of young, so maybe has the potential on this team. And then Colin Johnson, a guy that, like, probably wouldn't be good unless he got, like, a +3 speed here. And I don't think that's possible. He got a +no speed. He's so slow. Tight end, perhaps? I don't know what the Patriots think they're doing, but we were informed right before the game they're deciding to go with some alternates, some old-school uniforms that look very similar to ours. I don't know if this is some sort of mind game or what's the story, but our players are pissed because it was right before the game. Everyone had to switch out uniforms. Terrible, terrible perform. I mean, that's just bad. That's just bad by the Patriots. But they do look good, so of course we are. You know, all things stay the same. If anything, it helps us. We get more pissed. And is that Jimmy Garoppolo on the Patriots? That sure is something. I'll tell you what. Of course, we don't know everyone on that team. We haven't played them before, right? I don't think. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Of course, Dylan, still psyched up even though he lost a chance at a breakout. He should have had one. I don't understand how he hasn't. Looking at last week's performance, almost 150 yards, 4 touchdowns. It wasn't even the game plan to get him touchdowns. It was just the game plan to win, which, you know, we failed that game plan, but he was a big part of our chances of getting that as he was near unstoppable at the goal line. You could not stop him. He's not somebody you could, you know, slow down at all. And hopefully that's the same this week as they are going to get the ball first, so we'll be testing those changes on defense right out the gate. A little bit of wind in this one, but that won't affect anything as Pat McAfee kicks it deep. Greg Dortch, the little man himself, not super fast on the return. Fast enough to get past the point of where he needs to go, though, so that's a little bit of a yikes from us. And, of course, their starting quarterback is not Garoppolo. It's Blake Bortles. And with those numbers, you got to think their starting quarterback actually got injured. But Blake Bortles, what a name drop. And no, he's just their starting quarterback straight up. Wow, that is... It's nice to meet a team that has the same issues we do. Looking at their roster, they're just for the hell of it. Blake Bortles, no injuries to their team. So this is literally their starting roster. Jamal Williams kind of slow. Latavius got, you know, kind of old, so of course he's slow now. Bruce Miller, once upon a time a really good fullback. Then they got some wide receivers. They got Kenny Golladay. They got Sutton. Got some tall guys, but the speed's lacking a little bit there. Emmanuel Hall, I'd kind of maybe move him up over David Moore, but you know that's just me. Tight end Max Williams, which is painful to see over Knox because Knox has tremendous amounts of potential over him, but I will take it. Left tackle looks pretty good. Guard's decent. Is that like the brother of Ark? Like, what the hell is this? Are they the same people? What? Wyatt Teller, really good guard. And then right tackle, rookie. Don't know what if he's a star, superstar, or whatever, but not bad, not bad. Looking at the left end spot, Vernon, not bad. Trey Flowers, definitely solid. DTs, hopefully this means we can run the ball decently. But then again, they have TJ Watt on the outside. Inside Alexander Johnson, old but gold. Micah Kaiser, not bad in the run support. Same with Preston. So that whole can we run the ball thing kind of just went out the window because Preston's a good run-stopping guy. TJ's a good everything guy. Looking at cornerback, Byron Murphy, Jimmy Smith, Xavier Rhodes. So lacking on the speed a little bit just like we are. So maybe someone like Bush could burn them. Safeties, kind of on the not great side outside of Simmons. Simmons is pretty good, but he's still kind of new to the thing. So, okay, I mean, not the best roster in the world, but definitely a roster that trumps ours for sure. And where the hell is Parsons? I've already seen him not on there. And look at Luvu. Wasn't even on a QB contained, but he gets the containment. Having an okay season. Gilchrist to the outside, and Blake is going to run again. And that should have been a fumble, but it wasn't. Blake Bortles gains 11. Of course, they lost yards on the 2 to 3 yard sack, but still 3rd and 2, very manageable. Bring Duval up. And to the outside, Gilchrist has got to be there. Everyone's playing pretty good coverage, even with the first down conversion, but still, got to get up there, man. And they look like they've got us, although Jamal not really taking a great angle there, only gains a yard. Looking at his season stats, 326, it's pretty bad. Numbers are really bad. It's like 3 yards a carry. If you're not averaging like 3.7, 3.8, you're not a great player. Parsons at the middle linebacker spot will be rushing in. I like to see that kind of like, differential here. Over the top, he's pretty open. And how is Chancellor not killing him? If you don't have the speed, you don't have the agility, you barely have the coverage, but you can't hit, what's even the point? Kamal Martin to the outside. Malik Reed in coverage, who I'm really surprised he's in coverage, but you know what happened. Mid blitz, I don't care. At this point, no one cares that you broke your elbow, honestly. And there goes Micah. Turn around. Marvin Tell with the pick. Parsons forces the pressure, pushes the quarterback out of the way, and we forced the turnover. Marvin Tell with the interception. There you go. Of course, Johnny in his debut with the Bulldogs, really, really good performance. There really wasn't anything to knock on him for. Why do I always call him Marvin when it's Marvell? I love to call him Marvin. I don't know why. I want him to change his name just for us. And there goes Bush, a little bit behind him, but got it, and wow. Considering these guys are kind of bigger defensive backs, because of course they are slower. Nice fight forward, I'll take it. Ross on the inside. Offensive line does a pretty good job, but Calvin doesn't. Thankfully, we couldn't get there anyways. And Trey Flowers, once again, we're not in the business of hoping for injuries, but we are in the business of trying to win games, and that helps us win games, simply put. Dylan fighting, oh my lord. Gains 5. I'm going to hurry up to the line, because whether, I don't want them to have any opportunities to put Trey Flowers back in, so if he's healthy, throw it. Oh, that's just a bad play by us. Damn, that's a bad decision. That's a bad decision, unfortunately. We always roll out on that play because it's, the easiest completion to get when you do. But that was just a bad decision, unfortunately. And that is really, really good defense. Got to play it safer on offense, especially when, what was that, first down? No, it was 2nd and 5, but still, same difference, really. And there's another sack. Anthony Rush with the coverage sack. But hey, it's not just coverage when it's a DT doing it. He's still going to be working against some pretty tough talent. All right, let's see it. Going to leave the running back open. Go to the tight end. If he takes the check down, it's fine. Hit as he's thrown. No way. That is the luckiest thing in the world. Revis was in perfect coverage. Of course, as soon as the ball is thrown flying high in the sky, somehow magically the receiver comes back for it. That has got to be the luckiest play I've ever seen. Cam Chancellor up to the line of scrimmage. Might have that slant to the other side. He doesn't. Good hit by Gilchrist. Gains like 8, though. Man, that's going to be one of the plays that you look back in this game and you're like, wow. If they didn't complete that crazy play, they would have probably lost. And there goes Parsons. Micah Parsons with a 5-yard sack off the edge. Time to sack 3.1. Not bad. Not bad at all, especially considering it was a play action, so it wasn't just like him sitting in the pocket. Decent bit of the time was the actual play action itself. Got a couple of players open. Somebody get there. Parsons, no! Yes! Parsons with the recovery. He got beat, but he recovered last second. Parsons on the outside has been huge so far. I will say their O-line is kind of struggling more than most O-lines would against us. You're at your own 2. What else but to do than the run to AJ. Going to rhyme it again, but it couldn't. And they're just going to give him blocks for days. It's going to run right over Simmons. Simmons is no small man. If you guys weren't aware, Simmons is quite a large man, actually. Good blocking. He's going to take it, Calvin. Oh, look at Calvin. Look at Calvin. Still putting the moves on. Of course, Jimmy Smith's like the same speed as him, so it's not crazy, but nice. I love it. I'll still run the pitch. Who cares? Good blocking, boys. Ooh, Dylan maybe should have just kept going power back, but he actually had the inside lane, but a little slow on it. I can't lie. I'll admit it. Good blocking, though. You got to admit, if that was Ross, it probably would have been, an extra 5 yards on the play, or maybe even more, but you can't deny that that Dylan's playing well. And look at Bush. I'm going to try to avoid the hit because, of course, Bush coming off of an injury. Not the biggest player in the world. They're bringing a player up, but they still don't have it set. So Dylan should... Oh, not Dylan. It's a Ross. This should be a big play. And it is. It's a really big play. Ross down to the 1, and now he's injured. Do we potentially need a new running back to play backup? And what are they doing here? If they stop us here, this would be the craziest play ever. Yeah, what the hell was that? They should have called a timeout. I don't know what that is, but Dylan with the score. First points of the game for any team nearing the end of the first quarter. Dylan with 13 rushing touchdowns, just barely past halfway point of the season. And Ross has a ruptured disc. We were just given one time we give Ross praise. Normally we're kind of like, oh, he should have done better because he's fast. No jukiness, no elusiveness at all. Like, what's even the point? And we give him some credit. And he gets hurt, of course. A huge run of 25, and he gets hurt. Gonna have to be calling up a new name. I don't know who, but somebody. Of course, look at Bortles already being pummeled. He's like, are you actually effing kidding me? You guys can't protect me even against this team. Please, I'm taking too much punishment. And we know at some point he's going to fumble. They haven't run the ball too much, so I feel like it's not bad to start out with a run defense. Oh, that's bad. Cam Chancellor's got him, though. Or he doesn't. He's just going to score. Wow. 80 yards to the outside for Jamal. Of all the players. Are you joking me? The containment there was terrible because Cam Chancellor was the far side safety. He was in man coverage against a tight end on the opposite side, and he was the closest one to getting him, and he is beyond slow. I have no idea where Duval was. Like, was he the one that got blocked on the edge there? That was terrible. And, of course, with Ross injured, you may need to move someone else to return man. Dylan to the outside could have that RPO look to Bush. And we will have it. Oh, my, that could have been bad. 2nd and 10, let's look to pass. Parham, perfect play. I'm going to be honest with you. Blitzing us, even though it sounds strange, is the worst thing you can do. Because you usually don't need to blitz us to get pressure. So you're just giving us a better chance to get someone open. And there go another short play. I mean, it was a little high, but I'm not really certain he needed to jump for that. Like, I don't even know if he did jump for it. He kind of just, stopped and put his hands high. I don't even know. 2nd and 3 from the 47. This is a good run call. And there goes Dylan. I mean, right now, we are just torching them. And it probably has a little bit to do with the fact that they are losing players left and right. The interior of their team is really bad. So, it, in turn, makes it easier to stop those edge guys. Well, I say that. It took 2 players to try and stop Watt, which then gave them a free opening. But obviously, it's all a numbers game at the end of the day. And that's a tough one. Parham does not hold on. What a throw by Manziel. Got to give it to the defender, though. He recovered really, really well. I don't trust the screen. And that's a bad play by us. That's another bad decision. That is a sell and a half. Manziel, get back there. You can catch him. You can catch him, Manziel. Damn it, he can't. That's terrible. I thought he was going to cover the other route in there. That's why you got to have plays that aren't just intersecting like that. Byron Murphy just read it like a book. And Parham, that is a perfect weight. Great throw. And Parham, who may already have 1,000 yards on the season, is having a monster year. Just absolutely astronomical. Dylan up the middle on the run is going to get a decent bit of yardage. Gains about 9. Let's hurry up to the line. This could be a score. I just don't think they're going to expect us to... Nah, I got to run it. We got to run it. There's literally no one up the middle. I don't know what their defense is. Dylan is just abusing them now. They now look like they're ready for it, but are they? And that's a bad throw. Of course, pressure all across the board there, but still, it would have been nice to see that. Go with the same kind of formation, but going with a read option this time. They're ready for it. Dylan's going to take as much as he can get, which is not much. 2, maybe 3. This is strange. That almost looks like an illegal formation, no? It seems strange to have him there. And that's just another bad decision. Oh, they're going to take this back? Titus Howard looking fast, though. No way. And then we take our own guy out. Dylan could be injured now. Yikes. Jeez, what a play by Anthony Johnson. Another pick 6. I mean, at this point, I was just like, okay, Clement, he's in the back. Somebody's going to cover him. 50 looks like he's chasing him down. And then right as we're throwing it, the linebacker just somehow instantly notices, not even looking at the play, and just turns around on Calvin. That hurts. But maybe a lot of it was the fact that our receivers just don't get open. Here goes Dylan. Oh, my. Oh, my. Does the offense just need to funnel through him? It really might. I don't trust anyone else on the team other than Parham and maybe Calvin. But even then, it's not like Calvin can control it. And definitely do not trust the O-line, I'll tell you that. Parham's, I don't need Parham blocking here. In theory. You got to take that. That's a pretty good throw. And Bush holds on. Bush against Jimmy Smith. You have to take that throw. We're going to sling with Manziel in this game. We got the picks already. Who cares, Now you just got to do what you can to win this damn game. Because it's still manageable. Their offense has played really badly. It's just their defense has scored tons of points for them. And this is going to be a run for Johnny. Johnny, who catches the edge, will get to the 8-yard line. And really, if you wanted to, you could have tacked on an extra few. He's clearly going out of bounds. Never made any sort of move elsewhere. And still gets hit late. I think this is a block from the fullback. And you hope for Parham. And that's a pretty good throw. Parham taps the feet. And that's what you call a comeback. That is a very clutch drive. Good stuff. And this is what we got to do. Offense has to stop throwing the game away. Because at this point, the defense is played really well. I mean, they've only given up 7 points. And even then, it might have been like a short field situation. Oh, this could be a pick for Revis. Revis! Revis Island. Of course, he kind of got beat a little bit, but look at him go. Intercepted. That's what we're talking about. We didn't get a chance to hit this route earlier. We just kept audible in it, so let's see if we can get it to Calvin. Oh, there's no room to throw it all, and that could be a late hit or grounding. Let's see. Yeah, I felt it was a little late. I felt like we got that ball off, and they hit us late. We're gonna accept it, obviously. That's on them. This play, they kind of feel like they have it. I just don't trust the throw, though. I'm just gonna give it to Dylan anyways. Yeah, there you go. Their D-line has had no answer. We really should just keep running the damn ball. Like, it's not even just that their D-line's going to be, they just seem like they're not calling good plays to stop the run. A real big turning point for Dylan. Right now, he is just looking unstoppable, and the line is looking pretty good themselves. I mean, look at that little move he did. And if it wasn't for 91, he would have spun forward for an extra 2. Let's get a drag on Dylan. He's not a great route runner, so if we need to get the ball to him, let's turn that into a streak, basically, with Parham. Manziel looking kind of sharp. He's heating up. Ignore the picks. The picks mean nothing. If you win the game, nobody cares about the picks. Got the slant to Calvin, potentially. We'll take it short to Bush, and he gets a block from Calvin. Bush takes it all the way to the 7. I mean, if they can stop TJ, which is not an easy task. They kind of did, right? Outran him. Gains 2, nothing big. Read option look does not look like an option that I want to take. Let's change it. Calvin Johnson, I kind of wish was on the other side. Parham looks kind of naked here. This could be a bait, though. Kind of was. Bumped twice, but Calvin holds on. And we have tied the game, assuming we hit the extra point, which we hopefully will, right? Like I said, you just got to play smart. I'm not saying we played, super smart on that drive, but we, made it pretty safe. We just got to play regular, just do not turn the ball over, and you're set on offense. Really are. I mean, not on offense, but on, in the game, because defense is playing well. And Wilfork cannot get off the line. Oh, my. Cam Chancellor just got ran over by Jamal. Cam Chancellor may not have been a good decision. I like most of the guys we brought up, but Cam might not be it. He still gives us the best chance, though, I think. Just because he has that hit power chance. Let's bring everyone down. Kirk, come on, Parsons, you're one-on-one. And there's nobody on the left side. They're not going to get the feet down there, though. Got to press. And Cam Chancellor gets a hit as they were about to potentially score. Oh, Lord. Cam Chancellor barely got that, man. And there they do lock us up, which is really strange because the one time they stop us on the ground is when they should be defending the deep ball. It's so strange. But hey, you do what you got to do, man. I wanted to wait for Bush, couldn't, and they didn't say it, but the pressure definitely got to us there. There was a lot of players coming in. Wide receiver post. I mean, they look really strange here. Colin on the curl. Hopefully we can trust that if we need to. And there's nobody on TJ out there. It's just... They will call a timeout because, of course, with that sack, they're going to get more yardage on the return. We stalled out there. Surprisingly enough, the Patriots kind of got aggressive there. Good decision because it worked, but really strange. That should be the perfect punt. Pretty damn close to it. But hey, the worst that can happen as long as we don't turn the ball over is a 7-point deficit. And I F's with that. Perfect coverage. Cam may have to come down. He does. Vicious tackle, but still a gain of 9. Pressure's got to get there. Hey, Parsons, come on. Stuck on the line. And there's a huge hit by Reed. Reed's been coming in a lot in coverage, which, you know, looking at what we have on the team, it's not the worst. Wilfork gets beat. Somebody get up there. Kamal Martin and company, and once again, they are looking like they're going to score, but if that score can only be 3, I'd be happy. Back everyone up. I can't really tell their intentions. The outside, he might have had him. I'm just going to cover deep. Man, Bortles is taking some hits, and he has not fumbled. It's crazy. Can't get through there. They're going to get the field goal. So they will be taking the lead into halftime unless we get a crazy return or we run a screen or something, but not the worst, considering we're down 7. I think we're going to take the shot to Calvin. That is a really good throw. Damn, really good throw by Manziel. Rolling out to the left. Gets the momentum into it. Perfect throw down the field. And that will be what ends the first half. Of course, like we said, you know, we played pretty poorly. You know, we had some decent drives, but pretty much ended all of them with picks, 4-6. But then we calmed down, we chilled out, we changed the game plan a little bit, played it safer, and here we are, only down 3 at half. Not bad. Not bad at all. And of course, we've been able to force some turnovers ourselves, which has helped. So basically almost a fresh game here in the second half. Also a lot of slow players on this return game now. But of course, little Jordan Humphrey is kind of big, so he's a decent blocker. All right, we're not going to go away from the run game too much, but I do kind of want to start off with a strong pass attack. That is insane coverage. That may be the greatest coverage I've ever seen in my life. Thank God he swatted it, but I've never seen that. Our guy ran a double move on the inside, and the guy just perfectly covered it. He didn't care. And Dylan's going to get a lot of yards again. Runs right through him. The man is just... Imagine he gets a couple of speed or excel upgrades. He will maybe lose a little bit of weight. Gains more muscle. I mean, how do you stop him? I don't feel like you can. 100 yards pretty much at halftime, which is nuts. And Dylan honestly just did not expect that. Still gains 2, but... Go to Parham. Ooh, kind of hit hard, but keeps the feet moving and almost gets the first. He should be a timeout. We're going to hike it. Dylan, thank God. I think if that's Ross, I'm calling a timeout. But Dylan is pretty much good for 1-2. And Parham's going to fall down and running right into Simmons there is not a great thing to do. Got some big players on this team. A little bit of a late throw, and Jesus! Colin Johnson, you're trying to take us out there. Looked like he was trying to hit stick Bush. Could you not? All right, Mr. Corey Clement getting a chance now, as he should. From the 11-yard line, up the middle is going to gain about 4 to 5 yards. Dylan not getting a huge amount of rest today, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and he's fighting. He's about a yard short. All right, Manziel. Spinning. That should be a first. Oh, my, the effort. 4th and inches. How? In what world? We're at the 1. Manziel. I mean, look where the ball is. I don't like this at all. I must wish one of our guys would jump off early. And I think they did. I don't like that. They look like they were going to get us. I will take the tie game. I will take it. Perfect kick. Kicks up and is good. It's tied up 24 all. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should have just taken it. I don't know. Come with another man blitz. Oh, he's got that inside leverage. But the blitz worked. Gilchrist. All right, cover 6. Move Kamal out a little bit just so if they do want to run. It's not just a complete walk in the park on that left side. He's in trouble. He's already running. Gilchrist going to switch off. And that is good job by who? Malik Reed again. It's been Malik Reed's zone there. Seen a lot of Malik Reed, though. Vince on the double team. Somebody's got to get there. Come on. Marvin Tell and company. Hello? How in the world is that a completion? Look at this. Tallest man, highest jumping in the world. I mean, if you take away their 2 plays similar to that, they're passing for under 50 yards in the game. Kamal Martin gets absolutely stiff-armed for a gain of 8. 7.5, 8. I mean, those are the plays. We mentioned it earlier in the game. Those are the plays you come back to and you think, we couldn't have done anything differently, but if we would have gotten the knockout, completely different result. And Holton Hill, where's my hit stick, man? Stiff arm attempt, Duval recovers, and now their left guard is injured. Screen pass. And no, he gets chipped. Marvin Tell pushes him out, but they're now at the 6. Pretty good defense. Duval going to have to chase him down here. Gets him. No fumble again. Gains a yard. Bortles loves to run, man. From the 5. They will. They got some blocks, and the one guy that actually got free misses the tackle, and they regain the lead. Audibles aren't really favorable, so we're gonna look to hike it. Really good job by Manziel on the stop and go there. Just didn't like any of the throws. Maybe you could have taken Calvin at the end there, but cross to the left. He ran a little bit deeper than I would have thought he would, so kind of caught me off guard on that one. I mean, you got to take that, right? That's a really good throw. And Calvin holds on. Manziel's deep ball has been unstoppable today, which is nuts considering that's like one of his worst attributes, but he's just crushing it. He's believing in himself here, and I love to see it. I can't. Across the field, that's just an impossible throw. Let's get what we can get. And Dylan gets absolutely pummeled there. Gains 3, but numbers have slowed down near the end of the 3rd quarter here. TJ Watt's probably the bigger problem, so we're going to bring you over here. Can we get this off quick enough? Yeah. I don't know why. I saw Isaiah Simmons driving down there. I don't know why I thought. I think you got to go for it here, actually. Even though we got to the line of scrimmage fast, I kind of want to hike this. And we will. There you go. Calvin, really good job. Manziel with the anticipation. Honestly, I think hiking it before the 4th quarter really caught him off guard. I just don't think they thought we were going to do it. Bush gets to the out-of-bounds line, gains about 4. Start of the 4th quarter, obviously. All right, we got a cleared-out screen read option look here, but are they gonna give us a look? They will not. And Corey Clement fighting gains literally a yard. I thought it was a perfect time to run a read op there, but clearly not. This could end up becoming a field goal, man. I don't like that. But what can we do? Yeah, I don't like this play from the get. Back of the end zone, Calvin. Back of the end zone, Parham. Inside, Colin. Johnny, gonna have to take a hit here. He does, and he gets the first. Actually looked like he was going to score there. Kind of like slid off the first tackler. Thank God the man didn't fumble. Where else are you going but Dylan on this? Like really, what's the realistic option? Who else are you going to go to? Slips off the first guy and just walks in. Big fella. All right, the game is back at even. Duvall a little more central here. Cam Chance, I don't know if he has the speed to really get off that block. I can't. Duval, good job. It sounds like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I mean, I could see why their rushing offense is really bad normally. You know, if it wasn't for that big 80-yarder, you know, we would have had a pretty decent game today. Anthony Rush in trouble, and Cam can't really do much there. He's got 2 guys to cover. Tries to grab the legs, can't. Galladay all the way to the 48-yard line, so you can get something with Parsons. It's going to be a screen, get across. Good job, Kamal Martin and company. We had that sussed out from the get-go. Good play. They haven't run the ball super, you know, a lot of times, so we're going to play a little bit of man coverage here. Hopefully we have it set. Revis playing all right where he's been at. Got to leave that open over the middle, and Gilchrist with the tackle. Bortles just never seen it, thankfully. Leads us to a 3rd and 9 situation. All right, we got some pressure coming. We backed him up. Get up there, Holton, and that's so close. They're going to give him the first. No. Holton had a hit stick. If he doesn't hit stick there, he's just not going to stop him. That's Jamal. And he just obviously got bounced off of because of the power back in Jamal. Just could not be denied. And here he took the wrong play there, although he's going to slip off, so it doesn't really matter. But they had what would have been a convoy to the right for probably 20+. Luvu in coverage. Parsons back at the middle linebacker spot. Asking a lot from this young man. And someone step up. Luvu, no! The agility of a tortoise. Huge hit on Bortles. They have the first down at the 2. Technically the 3-ish. Manageable by us. We should maybe gain like a yard or so more. Parsons. And he just gets burned. Huge hit on Bortles again. And again, no fumble. Good job by Holton Hill, though. That was like a little bit of movement. And they are not going to get the first. I really thought they were going to. Holton Hill took one for the team there, but 3rd and 2 now from the 5. Do you run commit? I mean, they got a lot of players here. I think you do. Duvall's got to get over to the line, tight end in time. And that's just not going to happen. Unfortunately, just maybe should have called a timeout. Patriots with another touchdown. 3:39 in the 4th to force overtime. You know, there's no time limit here, really. Like, our time shouldn't be the issue. First downs should be the issue. And we just did not run that play right. He gets bumped, though. Where is the pass interference? Don't get me wrong. I need Manziel to hit that throw. But holy crap, that is illegal contact all day, every day, sometimes on Thursday. Bush is wide open, gains the first. I'm really worried about Bush, though. I really am. I just don't. The amount of hits he's been taking. Make a proper wheel out of Corey Clement. He's pretty open to the outside. Pretty solid receiving back as well. Gains about 9. Good play. Don't really need to worry about the time too much. I still believe in Dylan to get this. You know, it's not going to be a crazy big gainer, but he gained about 5 there. Going to be the 2-minute warning here with all 3 timeouts. We're definitely going to turn this into the last drive situation. We're not going to hike this. You know, we're using these drag routes quite a bit. And Bush, I mean, we're crossing a lot. We're dragging over the middle. It's working. It's working. You know, the little peel out route by Corey Clement threw them off. And that is just a terrible throw. Oh, my God. Manziel just sold so hard. He just sold so hard. They're 10 yards off Colin Johnson, who's a big fella. That's a completion every day of the week. Worst case scenario, he drops the ball. It was worth the throw, and Manziel just absolutely sold. And that is not a good start for the defense when we're stacked up that hard. The one throw Manziel just has that's terrible, and it's, of course, right there. Good D, kinda. I mean, we had a pop on him with the DT. I don't know what to run here. It looks like they're just selling out for the run here. Who's that? Duvall out there. I mean, he's fast. Move everyone over. And defense holds. That interception was crucially bad. All right, Bush on the punt return. Kind of have to, right? You got to get as much speed back there as possible. The punt's not great. Bush can get a couple of blocks. You never know. Bush gains a little bit, and that will come back even further. No! Come on, dude. Who was it? Off the team. Antoine Brooks. Calvin burned on this before. Oh, this is a Parham throw. Parham stays in bounds. What are you doing? You're a gigantic human. And now they have Calvin covered. I'm just going to throw this away. 43 seconds left to get 60 yards. Corey Clement, I don't really like Calvin's look here. That's a tough throw and swatted at the last second. Oh my, that was a close one. Double slant look. Bush is the main look, but Calvin's there as well. And we just get sacked. Damn, O-line, you suck. That's going to be a GG. Lucky to get the damn ball off at this rate. That's not terrible. And he drops it anyways. Oh, another loss, man. That is so harsh. Another great game, but the way we're losing is just brutal. Brutal stuff. Absolutely brutal. Like you said before, you go back, you look at those plays, and you wonder why you lost. The comeback play, 30-some yards out. We had him wrapped up. He throws it up, and somehow the receiver gets underneath it. Another one where he just chucks it up into double on both were third downs. Catches it for 40. I mean, look at the yardage, and we lost that game. Don't get me wrong. The interceptions, obviously, in the end, were the game-losing plays because we literally gave up 14 points. So maybe even 28-point swing there. But, I mean, look at the dirt coming off him. He grinded as hard as... Of course, that loss isn't on Manziel. It really isn't. It's just a team loss again. But, damn, that hurts. Dylan, of course, in the second half was nowhere near as successful. But that may have also come from the fact that we didn't run it as consistently as before. Maybe should have went with more runs to Bush. As far as Bush went, 140 yards. Parham was great as well. Calvin was solid. I think we just need another receiving option. I really do. I think somebody needs to be moved around. But I do believe in Manziel. Manziel has played outstandingly well. Of course, sack totals. We actually brought some pressure today. 4 sacks. Some of them were coverage, I will admit. Darrelle Revis had a pick, and he was the only guy to actually have a pick. Oh, no, Marvell Tell, who may have called Marvin several times, even after acknowledging his name. It's unfortunate, man. We did sell. We had some bad reads in that game, but ultimately, it came down to not being able to stop them either. I know the 14 points, but take with those 14 points, they still put up quite a bit of points. And man, that hurts. One new injury, Ricardo Ross, potentially out for just about the entire season at this rate, especially since the chances of us making the playoffs are super slim. I don't see him coming back. Of course, looking at the season, though, here, I don't know what the actual... Is there a playoff picture yet? And there is not. Week 13. If it was closer, I would have probably went for it. But, yeah, I don't know. I think that could have been the nail in the coffin of our season. But we're still going to keep grinding. We did see a couple of teams near the end there that were only like 2 games ahead of us. Beat the Colts, beat some of these other teams. Maybe we have a shot. I don't know. We almost beat the Colts once. We can do it again. We can this time hopefully win, though. Regardless, still an amazing game. Super invested in that one, and unfortunately another heartbreaker. We got to limit those turnovers. We limited them after the first, half or whatever, but it was probably too little too late with those. I mean, I know we came back, but those are things just linger. They linger, and they're things you think about after the game. Of course, a lot of different things could have went differently, and we would end up winning that game. But regardless, still a ton of fun, and hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PKR Plays, maybe twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, probably be back on Sunday. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hopefully you come back for next video, but until next video,